Hi, this is a tutorial on how we're going to lay out and size our tiny leaves that you've seen me using uh, the Tiny Rose 6 on a stick on the previous video tutorial I made. So I just wanted to share with you my method on how I do that. So first of all, I have here I open my Cricut Design Space and make sure that you sign in. And how would you know that you are signed in? I have my name here. So if you don't have your name, I'm sure the Cricut Design Space would prompt you if you need to sign in. So once you're signed in and you have your blank canvas already, it's time to upload the designs that you purchase from my Itsy shop, and make sure that you have the SVG or PNG file that uh, instead of PDF. So let me back up a little bit. Let me show you a little way for those who doesn't know how to download, how to extract their downloads from after you purchase your templates. So if you're using Mac, I cannot, by the way, I cannot discuss how is it gonna be using Microsoft, because I'm no longer a Microsoft user, but I'm sure there are lots of YouTube tutorial on how to do that. So let me discuss on the things that I know, which is the Mac. So first off, after you download your petals, you can go here in the Finder and click Downloads. So just like, for example, this is the download that I have in my this is the purchase that I made from Itsy. So like, for example, the leaves set 8, but this is not gonna be the designs that we're using. This is just a demonstration on how you are going to upload your designs from downloading it from Itsy. So when you download it, automatically in Mac, it unzip already. So there is the zip file, this is the unzip file. So automatic, once you click the download, Mac will unzip it. You don't have any special, you don't need to have any special apps to unzip it. But I believe, as far as I can remember, with Mac, you can just uh, right click it and then extract files. So let's do this one. So like, for example, we have the Livsit 8 here. When you open it, there are 3 other folders that I also segregated. You can see the DXF file, which are for the people who has Silhouette Cameo. You have the SVG for the Cricut users. This is what we're going to use. And the PNG, both for Cricut and Cameo. So if we click this one, if we open it, you can see that all 6 files are there. So what we're going to do, we will just, since it's already in a folder, we will just transfer it to our desktop, so it would be easier for us to locate it when we upload it to our file. So let's close this and let's delete this one, because we are not really going to use this, but instead we are going to use the tiny flower on a stem components. It doesn't include a flower template, but instead it includes 2 different leaves and that you can put on your stem, and at the same time a stamen. So let me show you what I have here. So it comes in DXF also, PNG, and SVG. So when we open it, here are the files that are included on this download. So it has 3 components on it. So this is the stamen. These are the leaves that you can use on your tiny flowers on a stem. So now that our file is in Cricut Design Space already, it's time for us to upload it to our Cricut Design Space. So let me zoom this in. So it's blank, as you can see. Go to the upload and upload image. Let's browse. Since I already transferred it to my desktop, it would be easy for me to just go click the desktop and go to the folder of the tiny flower on a stem components. Click the SVG since SVG is the files that we're using, and start uploading it. Since I was just using 1, 2, 3 to indicate the number of components that we have, we can rename this as sepal and save. So it's already here in our queue. Let's upload again our 2 remaining components. So it just has 2, so let's put leaf 2 and then save. You can put any file name that you like. And then again, we are uploading the 3rd component. It's 3, but it's actually leaf 1 for me. So whatever the file name that would make you able to remember it easier, use it. So now our 3 components are here. All we need to do is click this 3 and insert images. Okay, now it's all black and I know it's hideous. So what we are going to do is we will change the color. I want to change the color. I cannot work with black. So what I'm going to do is click whatever component you want to change the color. So first of all, let's do the carnation leaf. And let's change it with this green. Apple, no. Let's click this and why is it getting silly? Apple green. Okay. Sorry. So you don't have to click this one here. You just have to click it on the right side panel. So when you click the 2, automatic it selected the number 2 component. So let's click this circle, black circle here, and just click the sour apple color. And I'm gonna make the sepal different, so I'm gonna color it with emerald green. And I'm going to use the same color, sour apple, for the other leaf. So now it's so much better than black, right? So it's easier. So the next thing that we are going to do is I'm just resizing it small. Let us you can attach or you can group it. Let's choose group. So once you have this one group, the first rule that I want to teach you is to duplicate it. So whatever happened in your editing, you have a backup and you have the original down here. So let's hide this, and hiding the file, you just have to click this eyes here next to the group, parallel to the group, and you can hide it totally on your panel. So you can just concentrate on what you are just gonna be working. So let's click this one again, because we group it and we want to use, you know, individual, we are going to lay out individual components. We are going to ungroup this one. So now we can separate it. So since we can separate it now, we can hide the two other components, and let's start with the carnation leaf. So I like this leaf because even if you will cut a small component, it will definitely give extra texture on your arrangement or in your flower stem. So when we are going to make a leaf for tiny flowers on a stem, you know, this one is 8 inches height, we're gonna make sure that we will go small, at least 2.5, like so. I don't have any preference of size. You can make different sizes of leaves. So I'm just showing you on how I lay it out on an 8.5 by 11 inches paper, because that's basically the most common paper size. So once you've done that, let's duplicate it and place it as close as you can, but give enough extra room for the cutter to do its job. And then to make it faster, you can select both and then duplicate. And then also you're duplicating 2 leaves at a time. So I'm not sure if we can still add another leaf here. Basically not, because when we are going to add one more, the law that I have, you know, to make sure that you are in the cutting zone of your paper and mat, you have to stop here at 8.25. So as you can see on the roller here up in your design space, I'm already at 8.75, so I'm 0.5 inch extra, so I don't have to do that, but instead I'm gonna put, no, I don't have to put it down there. What I can do is just select all 4 to make it easier and then duplicate. And because we have a little extra here, what I can do is place it in between so I can have more leaves instead of, you know, putting it down here. It would consume more of my paper. So I'm just trying to maximize my paper here. So once you have that, you can also add one more layer and duplicate it, and it's like window, sneaking it in between. So because we still have up to 10.75 here, what I'm going to do is select this 4, duplicate, and we are going to make a larger leaves, because, you know, flowers really have different leaf size. So that's our leaf, the larger ones. And what can I do is select those 4 again and duplicate it. Let's see if I can still snake. No, I cannot snake it anymore. So what I can do is just snake it one at a time. So basically, I'm stopping at 10.75. Please follow the cursor so you know what I am talking about. So this is the safe area, 10.75 if you are layouting your paper horizontally, and 8.25 on vertical orientation. So I cannot sneak 4, but instead I'm sneaking 3. So it's still better than no extra at all. And this is extra, so we can just delete that. So basically now we have a layout for 8.5 by 11 flowers with 1, 2, 3, 4, 12 smaller leaves and 7 larger ones. So we are not going to stop that. Before you are going to hit make it, be sure that you are selecting it all and click attach to make sure that everything is all in one piece. Because if you are not going to attach it, when you click make it, all the leaves will get scattered because Cricut will dictate. Don't let the machine dictate what you want to do, but trick it of what you want it to do. So basically this is our first layout. So you can size the leaves however you want, and the same thing that you are going to do, let's hide this one, with leaf number 2. So size it however you want, lay it out however you want. That's just it's just an idea on how I did mine. So it's just the same thing on how you do this leaf with the other leaf that I showed you earlier. So let's go with the sepals. Oh yeah, with the sepals. So with the sepals, like for example, you are making a 3 inches flower. So it's a choice, but for me, what works best is making my sepal 0.5 inch smaller than my flower. So like for example, if I have 3 inches flower, what I'm going to do is make a 2.5 sepals. You can eyeball it or you can just do it here. 2.5. So this panel here will indicate your size. So this is 2.5. What I'm going to do is place this one here and duplicate. And you see, if I'm going to just move this here and rest it, there's an empty space in between that's wasted. So what I'm going to do is to turn this one a little bit and making it sure that, let's go a little down, and making it sure that instead of having an empty space here, there's gonna be something and it's covering the space, so we can maximize our paper. So we save a little space in here. The next thing we are going to do is just select both and click duplicate and place it here. So the thing is, my golden rule is that we have to stop, if we're using 8.5 by 11, we have to stop horizontally on 8.25. So let's eliminate this And we are going to select this one and duplicate and place it down. Actually, you can twist it like the way how I did here, like, or just move it around like this way, because we still have a little extra on this side. So once you have that, let's do again and duplicate the top part and we are copying it in here. So just like for example, you have larger flowers, like for example 4 inches or 3.5 inches. So what we're going to do is to make, or a 3.75 flowers. So what we're going to do is make a 3.25 sepal, just eyeballing. Okay, 3.25 and let's duplicate it. Let's duplicate this one again. So basically we are in the safe area of 8.25 and 10.75. So you can put more smaller sepals here, but I'm just showing you the basic on how you do that. So select everything and then attach before you make it. So one thing that I wanted to share with you guys also, before you click make it, I want to show this. This is the picture that I want to show on my thumbnails. So before you are going to start making things, make sure that you are going to save it. So let's put a file name which is steam flower component, so just abbreviation, and save. Okay, so once it's saved, you can just find it in your my projects, and here it is. And when you open it, just open it and customize it again, and then all your layouts and components are saved automatically in here. So you can then start cutting on however you like it. So just like for example, we're going to click it. So it's in our mat. Don't panic when it says 12 by 12 or the lowest that you can make is 9 by 12. You don't have to worry. Just position your mat horizontally. It's in the area that 8.5 can cover and 11. So continue. Just ignore this size here. As long as you are in the safe zone of 8.5, you don't have to worry, even if it doesn't give you an 8.5 by 11 option. And then you can just click continue and then load your mat. So thank you guys again for watching. I hope this tutorial helps you with some basic Cricut techniques. So until next time, give it a thumbs up if you think this video is helpful, and please don't forget to subscribe so that you can see whenever I upload new video that are paper flower related. So thanks again for watching. Until next time, bye.